Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Stream Squad. So today we've got a bunch of great things for you guys. We've got some news on what you can get for free after YouTube's recent outage, as well as what YouTube has added to benefit creators for embedded videos. We're also going to go over what kind of metrics you should be watching for your live video analytics. And we're also going to show you guys how to do a great camera setup. So stay tuned and we'll be back in just a moment.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Stream Squad. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. I am Jimmy.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Dan over here.
We're in a different place every week, it seems this time, but every Wednesday at 2 p.m. we come to you from somewhere. We are Switcher Studio, and we want to give you the latest and greatest industry news. We want to give you some live video strategy. We want to feature our different users here on Stream Squad. So if you're watching this right now, please go ahead and share this video out to your timelines. Make sure everybody you know is watching along with us. And we're going to be sitting here watching the comments. Dan's right here, and we're going to make sure that we get all of your comments responded to and whatnot. So please, interact with us. Let us know what's up. Let us know what you think. We're happy to have you here. So welcome to our show, Stream Squad. Hashtag Stream Squad.
Yeah.
Use it.
First thing we always like to do every single week is talk about some industry news. Today we got a couple topics talking about YouTube.
So as Dan just mentioned, we've got some great topics about YouTube for you guys today. First is on a development from something that occurred last week. So last Tuesday on October 16th, it was around, I'd say 8, 9 p.m. Eastern time, YouTube experienced an outage. So not only was the main website down, but also YouTube TV and YouTube Music were both down as well. So this occurred for about the duration of an hour, and then it came back up. But during this time, a lot of viewers and creators were flocking to social media and just commenting, trying to figure out what was going on, how long was it going to be down, and trying to figure out some news from YouTube. So luckily, things were taken care of. YouTube came back up, but there was the issue of would there be any kind of compensation. YouTube TV and YouTube Music are paid, versions of YouTube, so people were paying money for something they couldn't use. But also, unfortunately, when the outage occurred, that was during the opener for the NBA season as well as the MLB playoffs. So a lot of people were not the happiest when that occurred. So YouTube is making it right though. They do plan to compensate their users of YouTube TV for the outage by giving them a full 1 week credit. So if you have YouTube TV, check your email. You should have an email from YouTube from last week. And what it has is it has just a short form to fill out to get that compensation, and that's worth approximately $10 in compensation. All the form requires is your email address, so you're basically just confirming that you're you, and then they'll go ahead and get that credit loaded onto your account. So the catch to that is that offer expires tonight at midnight Pacific time. So you guys have about 12, 11 hours at this point to get that done. So if you haven't already responded to that email and you do have YouTube TV, go ahead and check your email address right now. Just search for YouTube if you can't find it right away. Fill out that form and that's going to get you that credit. YouTube TV did say they don't plan to have any other outages like that. The only other one recently they had was one during the summer, which also lasted for about an hour. So things should be good, but they are making it right for people who were impacted by that.
Well,
it just goes to show you that even Google and YouTube aren't safe from outages every once in a while.
Yeah, it's going to happen every once in a while. But, it's not all bad news for YouTube. YouTube's doing some other nice things, actually. So recently, YouTube has updated the way that their embedded videos appear online. So now, embedded videos on YouTube will appear with a new interactive button directly built onto the player that allows you to subscribe directly to a channel through the player itself. Now, I don't believe this works explicitly for Facebook. Sometimes links for Facebook, YouTube videos that are on Facebook will just kind of take you externally. However, they've updated the player, so things that are embedded on pages like TechCrunch or Engadget or anywhere else you can embed a YouTube video now have in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, there will be an icon for the channel image, and when you hover over it, you'll get the option to subscribe directly. So this is a great new way to get more subscribers to channels with YouTube without any real extra effort. I do believe, though, this is going to change somewhat the way that people are creating, because there's always the end of the video that has, hey, if you like this content, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell. The notification bell is not included in the embedded video, however the subscribe button is. So I think this could change the way that people are going to interact with or create their videos. Also, it could interfere with the thumbnails. I think there are some people who are already complaining that now that there's another overlay on top of these static video thumbnails, it's another consideration, and it's less room for people that are designing those thumbnails that are oh so catchy to just make a splash with their thumbnail. So those are a couple things to kind of take into consideration with this. You've got to take the good with the bad. But another way that, speaking of subscription buttons, Dan hopefully will help me out with this in the comments. If you're checking out the comments, please look over there. Dan was going to try to post a comment, and it's a way to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you're interested in seeing content like this on repeat, or to just see different tips and tricks about how to do different things. In fact, hopefully later today I'll be posting up a video about cross-posting and scheduling inside of Switcher Studio for Facebook Live streams. So if you're interested in checking out stuff like that, please go check out this link that we're about to post up there in the comments right now, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I want 10. I want at least 10 subscriptions. So help me out, everybody. Just subscribe to our channel. If you're not subscribed yet, get in there, hit subscribe, take that link, send it to your buddies, help get them to subscribe, help me out.
It's a good way too to, if you miss Stream Squad Live and you can't find it on Facebook, we always put them on YouTube as well. So.
Precisely. Look, we all win.
Be right in that subscriptions tab for you.
Exactly. So yeah, we all win. So please check that out.
Yeah.
Do that. Hit the smash that subscribe button in the link.
Jimmy's going full YouTube.
I am. I want those YouTube subs. I got a goal in mind. So yeah, please do that, everybody. Check it out for sure. Yeah. Speaking of comments, who's over there in the comments? Is anybody in there?
Yeah, we've got some great comments. I see Chris Carson is in here.
Hey, Chris.
Chris, hey.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Chris later in one of our later sections.
Before the show started, we were seeing SteadiReadi has posted this video. Chris Carson likes this video, is sharing this video. So yes, thank you, Chris, for sharing this video. We're going to be talking about Chris, as Dan just said, a little later on the show. Angel, I totally cut you off. You were going to say something about this YouTube subscribe button, weren't you?
Yeah, so I was thinking, when we were looking over the articles, I think this would actually help people to get subscribers faster. So, if you're watching it on the website or on the app, like any YouTube video, you've got the subscribe button right there. But if a video was embedded in any kind of web page, there was no subscribe button. So if people liked your video, they could still love it, but there's no way to do anything else with it unless they actually chose to follow that video into the main YouTube website or the main YouTube app and then subscribe from there. But this way, with the button right there, a lot of people are going to say, hey, this was a cool video, just tap on the subscribe button, and they've got new subscribers. So I actually think this is going to help people out a lot.
So much easier. Makes it, and it's going to drive more people toward YouTube, so it's kind of smart. They've already got these embedded videos everywhere. Why not try to get some more people to go ahead and subscribe and bring them in?
Yeah. I hope you guys are done there, because I got another comment I want to mention here.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, well,
so how long have we been doing this show?
We had the 1-year anniversary a couple months ago.
It's over a year. In that over a year and a half, I think Joey Parrish has my now favorite comment of all time, which is living up to your name, talking about where we are today and switching studios.
I
love it.
Puns. Puns are great. Keep them coming. We're big fans
I see
of
a
here.
lot of faces we normally see in here in the comments. Like, of course, like Chris, Mike's in here.
What's up, everybody?
Ronald, Austin, Kendall. Yeah, a lot of people that are longtime viewers. Tim, I see Tim in here. Ernesto, one of our developers, is in. So
hey.
Downstairs, working on watching along with us. What's up, Ernesto?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So that's our industry news segment. If you all see any articles that you'd like us to talk about on the show, please, you can leave them in the comments, or if you have thoughts and comments about these topics, please, again, we'd love to hear them. So keep the comments flowing, keep that discussion going. So that's it for our industry news. Let me get rid of that lower third. We're going to go on to our live video strategy, and this is one that we talked a ton about, and I think that if we all tried to talk about it, we would probably talk for way too long, so we're going to let Jimmy talk about this right after this.
So as Dan was just telling you, yeah, we actually had a very long discussion about this yesterday, and the meeting lasted a lot longer than we wanted it to. And what we settled on was, Jimmy, you've got a couple ideas. Why don't you try to throw a bunch of this stuff together? So today I want to talk to you about how to measure your success with Facebook video and YouTube video. I think there's often been a comparison about Facebook versus YouTube and how people use these different platforms and things like that. But when it comes down to like performance, or rather just your strategy, how can you strategize your video using Facebook and YouTube? We're going to try to give you just a few tips about some of the metrics that might be worth looking at when it comes to your Facebook videos versus your YouTube videos. And not necessarily versus, this isn't a comparison where one's greater than the other, but we just have to realize that they're used for different things, and there are some metrics that might be more important to you for one platform than for the other. So here are our tips. I've got 3 or 4 different things that maybe you should take a look at if you're producing video for Facebook or YouTube. So the first thing, there are metrics called retention, watch time, percentage watched, but the thing is, this is measured completely differently for both platforms. So what we kind of discovered is that the average watch time on Facebook is going to be inherently lower than your average watch time when it comes to a video, the same content that's posted on YouTube. Social Media Examiner recently pointed this out with some of their videos, and they are making decisions about how they're going to react with some of this stuff. The values are definitely going to be different, but here's, I think, what's important is that you realize what a single watch is on Facebook compared to YouTube. So on Facebook, 1 watch of a video is 3 seconds, and on YouTube, 1 watch of a video is 30 seconds. So when you count that up and you just try to come up with an average, the truth is Facebook is always going to have a much lower average because it's factoring in 3-second views as their view count. And in some cases, when you're scrolling through Facebook, 3 seconds isn't really long enough for you to really attempt to view something. It's just long enough for you to decide, I kind of want to move on. Whereas with YouTube, when you get a 30-second view, it takes that much longer for them to really commit and say, you know what, I am actually viewing this video. So ultimately, you're going to get these higher average watch times with YouTube. I think what's important to look at with Facebook is not to just, Facebook and YouTube is not to just compare these as one's doing better than the other. It's really that it's apples to oranges. People are using YouTube differently. I think typically a lot of people are going to YouTube very specifically to sit down and watch something, so they have the intention.
I mean, what else is there to do on YouTube?
Yeah, that's what you do.
Videos.
My analogy was, you're not going to go to YouTube and see a family member who's also posted something. So Facebook is probably this other place where you're going to be connecting with family and friends. You're much more likely to see content that's produced by people around you. It's been said time and time again, Facebook is trying to be more about meaningful connections and meaningful interactions, and the statistics are showing that. If you can make an impression on somebody within 3 seconds of them viewing a piece of content, then you probably made an impression on them. You've made interaction. With YouTube, it's really about this kind of longer form stuff. And in some cases, if you're not engaging people explicitly with the content that you're putting out, then it's going to be harder for you to get longer watch times. I think that's what it comes down to with this retention, watch time, and just average percentage watch. So keep that in mind. Don't just think that because you've got a low average watch time on Facebook that that's necessarily a bad thing. There's other things to look at. What I would look for with Facebook actually is a stat called loyalty. This is something you can see if you have a Facebook creator account. You can get into some extra analytics, and there's a whole tab, and it's just called loyalty. And it breaks it down to a couple different metrics. Loyalty is a good barometer for how your content is doing. So what's interesting about loyalty is it separates your view count into 3-second views, 1 minute views, and then views to completion. So now we've got an even more interesting picture of how Facebook is valuing videos and what is someone who's being loyal to your videos. So it's a 3-second impression, it's a 1 minute impression, and then the next level is completed. So our Stream Squad episodes kind of go to between 30, maybe 20 to 40 minutes on average. So to go from 1 minute to those extra 39 minutes of watch time is a lot, to jump from 1 minute to completion. So I think what's important about Facebook is it's not to focus on, is somebody staying through for my entire show? It is, if somebody's watching right now, can I be engaging with them? Like, can I get anybody to give us a like for this particular segment? Can I get you to share this video right now if what I'm talking about is interesting to you or might be interesting? Maybe somebody will watch this video later on. So, and in fact, I read this stat, a lot of the statistics are not recorded live. So you may get like the number of concurrent viewers, but some of these statistics for watching to completion aren't actually included in some of these metrics. So that is definitely something to take into consideration, especially if Facebook is. They're looking for those impressions and that interaction. It's not about completing the entire video. It's really about, can you get somebody to latch on for about a minute, and can you borrow just their time for just a moment and try to get an interaction about what's being said. So, Facebook's top performance stats are 3-second views, total minutes views, and net followers, and engagement. Engagement is something that Facebook has in their top 4 pieces that YouTube does not have. So make an impression. That's what you need with Facebook. Make sure that you're trying to get people to try to engage them with questions, encourage comments, sharing, and following. With YouTube, the top pieces are watch time, views, and subscribers. We're all used to the subscribers instead of the followers language with YouTube. Here's what it really boils down to. No matter if you're into the analytics or not, or if you're committed to going live on YouTube or going live on Facebook or just uploading, what really is a measure of success ultimately is growth over time or improvement over time. So if you can look at any of your stats and you can look between the same previous time period, maybe look at a month ago, and you can see that the numbers are increasing. Both of these platforms have a percentage increase and a kind of a net followers. So it will show you if you're in a period of growth or if you're in a period of regression. So really, if you want to simplify it, just look for the stats where you've got green arrows pointing upward. You've got positive percentiles on the increase, and that's really what defines a good performing video to me. We always want to be improving. You never want to say stagnant. There's no way to say the best place to be with your average watch time is 25%, which I've seen on some of the videos that we've posted. There's other things about loyalty that I thought were really important, where it shows 52 people came back from this same time period last month and watched this same content or this same time. So looking at those things like loyalty, if people are coming back to consume it, or that the people who are watching it after a click. These are some of the things that you can look at. There's tons of information, far too much to go into in our short show here, but improvement.
I wish I knew which
what it's about.
Which Stream Squad it was. Maybe we can go back and link a comment in here or something. But a while back, we also talked about, I think there's a blog post on it actually as well, where we're talking about you need to figure out why are you doing the live video.
Yeah.
There's obviously something you're trying to accomplish, and that is also the metric to look at when you're doing those things. For instance, if it's to try and get as many subscribers or as many likes on your Facebook page, that's the metric you should be looking at. That's
shares. I want shares. I want people to share this video more than anything. So and I can see the count of shares on video. So for me, getting a lot of shares hopefully leads to a lot of things. So if I can convince people to share, that's a metric that I like to look at as far as success goes. And what's great too is whether you're live or not, videos are going to get replays. People are going to be watching them again and again over time. It will eventually tailor off because the video might be less relevant to the algorithm. But if you can make an impression on Facebook where you can make a video have a conversation going, people have comments, I would strongly encourage you to comment on this topic if you've got any insight of your own to give us about it. But yeah, these are just some things to look at and be considerate of, but improvement. I think that's really my #1 takeaway from this topic.
We did discuss this for a really long time, and when you said that at the end, I was like, yes, that's the biggest thing. I mean, it's such an obvious thing to think about, but yeah, there it is. So That's really good. I think we're going to have a blog post come out on this pretty soon.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you can find that at switcherstudio.com/blog. It looks like that right there. Or it also looks like, as Jimmy is saying,
yeah, switcherstudio.com/blog.
It also looks just like that. Oh boy.
Yeah, check it out.
So yeah, you can check out that blog. You can subscribe to it, and you can get updates as we put those out. I'd love to hear what metrics you all are doing, or you all
tell
are
us. Tell us in the comments. I need to know. Help me. I want to know what you all care about. What should we be looking at? What's more important to you all? Do you want engagement?
So if you're going live, what are you looking for? Are you looking for total view count, concurrent viewers? Just really interested to hear.
And let us know the platform. So the platform and what you're looking at.
Yes, give us the platform. What statistics on the platform? Like screen grab it. That'd be cool. We should show some of our stats, but we'll do that another time.
I see some other people in the comments here. I see Ian Harrington.
What's up, Ian?
Show creators, doing some awesome stuff. I see Kevin Jack from Canada with the WeStream guys. Awesome stuff. They're killing the YouTube game. They're doing a lot of streaming on YouTube.
Nice.
They do some awesome things.
That's what stats are important, Kevin? What do you do to measure success? What's important to you? Let us know. We want to know. We're not the experts. Exactly. We want to know what everybody's doing. We learn from you all. So please, holler at us. Let us know.
All right. So that is our live video strategy piece. The next piece we kind of teased earlier. That's going to be coming up with our Switch It Up segment. We've done Jimmy's 1-camera rig. We've done our 2-camera rig. We've done the with the live view going out. We've done all sorts of stuff. We've done Ernesto's 2-camera crafting rig that he does with his girlfriend. Well, right after this, we're going to show you Chris Carson's, what is it called? Command Center 5.0?
Command Center 5.0.
Right after this. So yes, we're going to talk a little bit about this after this segment. We talk about our user group, but Chris has been posting a lot of things, and he's been a long time user of Switcher, and we've learned a ton from Chris, including this segment. I'm going to go ahead and link his blog here at SteadiReadi.com/blog, and just awesome what he's done. It goes through all the iterations from version 1.0, where you see it's a lot smaller. Well, I don't know if smaller is the right word, but there's just like less technical gear, and then he's adding clamps, and now he's up to like magnets, which I'd never thought of.
I think efficient is a good word.
Efficient, yeah. So
maybe it's just an idea.
I think one of the big things here is you just need to figure out what's going to work best for you. We're still kind of working on that, and that's why I love to see other people's rigs and stuff like this. So you can check out that blog. I'm going to let Jimmy talk about it a little bit here as well, and I'll head over to it and show some of those images.
Yeah, show some images. I was joking with Dan before we started. We should have just had Chris call us, and we could just put him on speakerphone.
Chris, you still here?
If he's still there, who knows? If I get a call from Chris, maybe we'll put him on and talk about it.
Yeah, Chris, give Jimmy a call.
You know, but yeah. So I think this is. I think what's really great about what Chris is doing is, especially in the blog post, really outlines the iteration of the setup, because with Switcher Studio, we've got a really compact, very portable, very mobile way of doing video production. You can see from our wide angle, we always like to kind of give the wide angle shot of our production so you can see what we've got set up. Like right here in the middle in the front is just a monitor that helps us look and see what's going on, because we're doing the show while we're on the show, so it's just kind of helpful to have that. We've got 3 cameras out here today, and we've got the one in the back, so we're doing a 4-camera setup. But it's really good to just try to figure out what gear is going to work for you. I think Chris has done a really good job of making his rig extremely efficient. He's got lighting that is going to make his video look better, just inherently better by having it well lit. You can't have video without light. It's funny. I think Julie is calling me. There's Chris. So we're gonna take a call from Chris. Hey, Chris, you're going to be on a little bit of a time delay from what you're watching on live, but we've got Chris here. I'm going to try to keep it close. How's it going, man?
Can you guys hear me?
I hope so. Yeah, so we've got Chris Carson here. I'm going to keep it close to my mic so everybody can hear you. But yeah,
hey,
sorry for talking about you behind your back. But you know, we're really impressed with what you've got going on, and I guess we'll do kind of a live interview thing. Like, what drove you to 5 different iterations of the command center?
Yeah, absolutely. So literally it all boils down to there's never enough time in the world to service, to really just help everybody. For my own client base, within my own market, we're not always able to charge $1 million per shoot. And so the only answer to remedy that is to be more efficient, not only with our clients and how many shoots we can do a day, but once we simplify the setup and maximize the effectiveness, we're able to get more bang for our buck, not only from our clients, but also we're able to literally grow and expand. And so Command Center 1.0 to 5.0 is literally, the evolution of just solving problems of connectivity, stability, and efficiency.
I think efficiency is a great way of looking at it. Like, for you, does it come down to making things efficient? But does it make your do you have more tools in your bag with, so to speak? Do you have more tools and more things that you can do with your setup compared to like previous setups? Like, how have you made it more efficient? We can see that you've got you've got tripods that fold in different directions, and you've got lights, you've got the magnets, but what have you done to about your production and your style that's made it more efficient?
So we're shooting with iPhones, right? We don't need giant tripods to carry an iPhone. And because of that, we don't even need a tripod. We can put a monopod with feet on it, and we're able to accomplish the same exact thing, but take up less space. So I am far more capable now with a literally 1/10 of, when I started this, 2 years ago, it took up my entire car of all this stuff. And while it worked, it took forever to set up. I'm able to do more now with this system, with this setup, than ever before, and, honestly can set up in less than 10 minutes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the big takeaways that we always try to do is switch it up, really, is simplifying and find better ways to make your videos work. I think that's a great thing. These are iPhones. You don't need a giant tripod. You can get away with something that's going to hold something that's much lighter weight. Don't try to be everything. Just be the most efficient, and find ways to just kind of get better with what your bread and butter is, I guess. Or for maybe some people who aren't necessarily doing this as a business, doing production, but just to streamline their setups in a way that makes them just exactly what they need, and not trying to go big and not trying to break the bank on it. So thanks for giving us a call, Chris.
Hey, before we let Chris go, Chris, where can people find you? Is it SteadiReadi?
Yeah, absolutely. SteadiReadi everywhere, literally. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, everything at SteadiReadi.
All right. All right, well, we've got it on the screen right there for anybody watching on Facebook with us. Chris, thanks for giving us a call. That's the definition of live interaction right there. I was like, maybe Chris can give us a call, and he phoned it in. So thanks, buddy, man. Appreciate the call. Thanks for talking to us and all of our viewers out there. Yeah, if you've got a cool rig like this and you've got some interesting ways that you're doing it, we definitely want to hear about it in our user group. Chris is an active member in there. That's actually how we figured out about his rig. So yeah, Chris, I'm going to say bye, and Angela's going to tell us about the user group. All right, thanks, bud.
Sweet. Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right.
Chris. Yeah, so as Jimmy mentioned, we do have the user group. Chris is an active member. A lot of you guys in the audience today are already active members. But for those of you who aren't, I do want to go over that really quick. So we have an online Facebook community called Switcher Studio Enthusiasts. We've got about 3,500 people in that group right now, and they range from people, just looking into Switcher Studio, those on trials, and those who've already been using it for a long time as a subscriber. And it's a great place to see tips and tricks, including, rigs like Chris's, of things that can help your Switcher Studio production. A lot of people will share links to videos they've created and just let people know, hey, it was a video for this event and this is what I used. And also, if you have a question, a lot of people will ask a question. Other people in the group will let them know how they were able to solve that own issue on their own with their own examples. So it's a great place to be. There's 3 ways to join. The first is to simply type in Switcher Studio Enthusiast on Facebook. The second way, if you're watching this on our Facebook page right now on a computer, just click on the word groups from the menu on the left-hand side, and that'll get you there. And the last way, if you have a Switcher Studio account already, just log in at switcherstudio.com, click join the online community. Any of those work, you'll have a short survey to fill out that just lets us know more of how we can help you, and then you'll have full access to the group. And again, you see cool things in there, just like the setup that Chris had, and you'll also get great examples of what can be made with Switcher.
Yeah, and another thing that we do in that group, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we do a live Facebook watch party where we try and we do a Switcher Studio webinar and help people get set up. I see a couple comments in here where people asking specific Switcher Studio questions, so if you want those answered, that's a great place to do it in that watch party. You can also, I saw one person was having a question about director mode and running out of storage. Email our support and we can help you out with that. That's support@switcherstudio.com if you're still here watching. So yeah, definitely check that out as well if you're new to Switcher Studio and you want a quick run through, ask any questions, and one of us, it's usually one of the 3 of us, are going to be in the comments, and we'll be happy to help you out, help create that better video with Switcher Studio. So yeah, definitely join the user group, check that out. One of the other things we find in that user group is a hashtag made with Switcher. So we love seeing this. I saw a couple people earlier on were saying, hey, I love Switcher, I've been using it almost daily. Please use the hashtag made with Switcher when you do that so we can see those videos. We love seeing that. We love featuring that on our show, which we're going to do right after this.
So as Dan mentioned, if you use the hashtag MadeWithSwitcher when you post your video to social media, it helps us to find that video. We love seeing what you guys have created. We love watching those. And each week on Stream Squad, we like to show one good example of a video that really stood out to us that was hashtag MadeWithSwitcher. So this video is from a company called Peloton Sonora. So this was sent to us from a Switcher Studio user named Juan Pablo Pantola Vela. I think I got that right, Juan. I hope I did. And he's the one who worked on the production for Peloton Sonora. And what this is it's a cosmetic shop in Mexico. And this was their anniversary episode. So what they did was they did a giveaway for this anniversary show. Now we have talked about things you can do on your show in the past, and one of those has been, doing giveaways. So it's great to see this in action. What they did was they used a service called FanPage Karma. That's it on the screen right now. And that helped them to select the giveaway winner. So they were able to pull this in with SwitcherCast to show people exactly what they were doing, to show that it was a fair giveaway. They also, more than just SwitcherCast, they had 2 camera angles and they were using multi-view effects to put things on the screen. Kind of ironic since we just had a call from Chris on the stream. They called their winner live on their stream, just on their iPhone, and talked to them, let them know they had won. So that was great to be able to see someone's reaction as they actually won live on air. They also ended their stream with a pre-recorded outro video which shows users how to access their website from a mobile phone and also how to make purchases. And I did talk to Juan a little bit about this production. He let me know some of the things they used. You can see some of their setup in the pictures on the screen. So their main device was a 12.9-inch iPad Pro. They were using an iPhone 10 that was mounted in their ring light as their main camera, the camera on the host herself. And then they had a secondary camera in an iPhone 7 that was mounted on a DJI Osmo Mobile 2 so that I could do the pan and tilt. And you can see that camera moving in the broadcast as they're going over some of the cosmetic products that are on the table right below the host as she's going over those. For their audio, they're keeping it simple. They've just got a boom mic running through an iRig Pre that's plugged into their main iPad. They also let us know for Wi-Fi, since I know that's something a lot of people wonder about, what should be used for Wi-Fi. They're getting great results with a Linksys EA9300. So that's Linksys EA9300 if you guys are looking for a good piece of equipment. And that's giving them great results with their Wi-Fi. And also, similar to how we've got going on here, they've got an external monitor so the host can see what's going on as well as she's live. And they're just doing an Apple TV with AirPlay, so that way she's able to see herself.
I'm pretty sure here's where they're talking.
Yeah, there she is calling the winner right now. But you know, this is a great production. You know, it's a simple setup. They've got their iPad, 2 cameras, and a boom mic mainly, and then, you know, a couple of lighting equipment. But you know, it was a great anniversary episode. They're using a lot of different cuts. They're really engaging the audience by getting them to, you know, sign up for this giveaway, showing how they're running the giveaway, and then bringing that user in on the call. So, you know, this was a great one to see. Thanks, Juan, for sharing this. We really loved seeing this.
Yeah, bringing in users like on a phone call is definitely a good thing.
Yeah. So if you want to watch their whole video, I've linked it in the comments, so you can check that out there.
Yes, please do. And I think with that, that's going to be the end of our show. But hey, before you go, remember, we're here every Wednesday at 2 p.m. on Facebook Live, right here at facebook.com/Switcher Studio. Come see us at 4 in the Switcher user group, Switcher Studio Enthusiasts, where we're going to have a live watch party. We'll answer any questions that you might have about Switcher Studio. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just drop kick that subscribe button. It's in the comments right now on our Facebook. Or just go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there. And
that's me, not Jimmy.
Yeah,
there you are,
Dan
Jimmy.
went to himself for a second.
Help Jimmy meet his goal.
I need my goal. Please give me some subscribers. I'm trying. I'm begging you. But thanks again for everybody for tuning in to #Stream Squad. From all of us here, we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Same time, same place next week. Take care.
Later.